Hello the internets, welcome back. We have a couple things to be talking about today, but mostly it's gonna be related to the solo raid closure that we just got yesterday, why people are complaining about it, and why they are most of the time right about their complaints. So let's jump directly into that. Hopefully it's not too long of a japping video, because there is a few posts I do want to check, plus the new notice we just got. Now, that's it. Compensation, it's on the mail, make sure you grab it. To be fair, compensation, it's decent in terms of what we're getting, but the rocks is an insult because how many rocks people spend on Ranger, myself included. And then when it comes to the rest, it's nice. It's 6k gems. Now, when it comes to compensation, I think it's decent. I think it's great, but it doesn't solve the problem, which is every single solo raid being booked, right? It does not solve the problem itself. Now, I want to talk about two posts on Discord, and then we'll go into their notice so we can understand a little bit more as to why people are complaining. And there is two that I want to be checking. This one right here. Let me go actually to the original post because, well, it's the only thing that matters, right? So this one right here, let's open it in full view and let's read it. And then there is one more that I do want to check as well. Now, this might be small for you guys. Hopefully it's not too small for you. Hopefully you guys can read it properly. So, from broken raids to broken bugs, shift up never-ending circus of incompetence. So, shift up done it again, solo raid been unceremoniously pulled down like a sick dog, and this time they're handling out the participation trophy frames right out of the gate, because even they know there's zero chance of the disaster getting resurrected, which, after enough complaints, it's getting resurrected. It's good, that's good. Years of dev notes promising better quality assurance, and we're still here watching the same circus unfold. Let's run down the greatest hits of this patch cycle, and this is why people are mad, by the way, and this is not even everything. Co-op was already dead for over a month, so co-op has multiple times been closed as well recently, and same thing, right? Oh guys, we're sorry, it's not working, there is a bug, we'll do better, we're sorry guys, here's some compensation, we are closing it completely, right? And then co-op is gone. Senti Treasure, this is in fact a joke, a big ass joke. Senti was hyped, Senti was promised a good update, which by the way on paper was looking pretty good. And what she got is, well, they broke the game once again because they don't know how to update their own game. And this was after, you know, people have been complaining how bad of a treasure she has for 6 months. Since she came out, she's been one of the worst treasures in the game, by far. And when they finally addressed it, and they jabbed about, you know, how much they want to make treasures viable for PvE, and how much they're trying to test things, and how they're improving their test cycle and everything else. Well, she broke the game. Maintenance was extended for like 4 hours or whatever it was for the Arc Ranger patch, if I remember correctly, and we didn't get it. Obviously, they delayed this for next month, I believe it is. If we get it next month, which we'll see. We'll see, right? But yet another thing that they promise, and then just empty promises saying, oh guys, we will fix it soon, we're sorry, right? And that's the cycle with Shift Up always, continuously. Like, oh, something is broke, we'll do better guys, sorry, until next time. And then, Moran Gacha skin to me is not a huge issue. I think it wasn't as bad as people were saying when it comes to her back. But then again, I didn't pay much attention because I was just looking at her ass. So I don't think it was that bad, but again, that's me as a gooner who barely notices those things. What I do want to complain outside of these two things, co-op and Senti and solo raids being always closed down, it's also remember that the Chinese server does not get these books. The Chinese server currently has more skins, more characters, they are catching up to global, they have better packs in the shop, and they still have more quality of life than we do. And not only that, but they also get better mini-games that actually are related to the game. They get mini-games that are related to the game, like for example, right now you have interactions with Moran, with Helm, with Viper, and with Blanc. And on most of those interactions, you end up either kissing the girls or having a good time with them, or just like really good interactions with the characters, which is what people usually care about, not, you know, paying $5 for a mini-game, for a reading mini-game. A reading mini-game, you have to buy some packs. I don't know, that's crazy work still to me, not gonna lie. Like, it is crazy work that they actually made that as a sellable, right? Like, you can buy packs for mini games now rather than improving the game. So a lot of things are accumulating as to why people are complaining, right? Now, this is where his post kind of derails a little bit. So, and then there's me. I dump tens of rocks into Black Arc Ranger. I claw my way to the top 40, 50 players installed right over the weekend. I earn that ranking, and now everyone gets the same rewards. My hard work, my investment, my time, all down the drain because Shift Up can't test their own game. So, this is kind of the NXT. Getting free rewards is good for everyone, obviously. The problem is, like he says, the investment into a character. Why should people be buying packs for a new character? Like, for example, in my case, right? I think I dropped like 50, 60 rocks on Arc Ranger. I'm pretty sure even after buying multiple packs, I ended up ticketing her because I got shafted, right? So I ended up ticketing her. And not only ended up ticketing her, but also build her, all of the rocks spent, all of the materials for the doll, etc. So there is a lot of resource investment that it's useless. Why would you invest or spend money when they cannot guarantee that character will work or you will be able to use it? Reminder that solo raids, it's every once in a while you get one for specific elements. There's only been one time, if I remember correctly, where we got 2 solo raids of the same element back to back, if I remember correctly. Outside of that, you can't be waiting months. The last week solo raid was 215 days ago. And that's when it ended, Win 001, right? And then the previous one before that was literally 467 days ago. Like, you can't be waiting almost 6 months for the next one, 3 to 6 months for the next solo raid, and Black Ranger becomes useless at that point, because there will be better characters. So, it is a problem. It is an issue. Shift Up keeps fucking up, basically, right? Years of this, years of technical incompetence, empty promises, and book riddle content that gets cancelled or postponed because QA is apparently a foreign concept. Well, to be fair, they do have Q&A. It's a Sky. It's a Sky, right? Sky is the Q&A team currently, but he just doesn't get paid. So it's an unpaid internship at Shift Up. And then there is the casuals, the plebeians, the Shift Up glazers who are actively cheating for content to be broken so they don't have to play it. You're celebrating mediocrity, you're celebrating a product that fails its most dedicated players. You're the reason they get away with this. This might sound harsh, but this is absolutely true. If you are always like, oh, it's better, I don't have to do solo raid, it's free rewards. Oh, it's better, I don't have co-op, I don't have to, I just get free rewards. Oh, if the treasure is broken, I don't care because I don't play meta. So, you know, free rewards and compensation. You are the problem. You are the reason why this game has one of the worst endgames currently on any mainstream gacha, and it's not even close. There is nothing that comes close to how often everything is booked in this game, and people keep eating it up. But it is what it is, you know. This post, like I said, it's 50-50. Some things I think he's right, some things I think he's wrong. I do also want to check a second one, which is, I think it is the one from Dawn, this one right here. And this is the other issue people were talking about. If I can go to the top, is there a go to top button on these things? I don't know, honestly. Well, open full view, returning rocks due to unhealed cancellation. So, SR got cancelled because SBS book, which I guess many players haven't even noticed. However, it seems like a difficult book to fix, as this is the first time they give a frame as well. It sounds like Asani is not coming back very soon. Now, after enough complaints, because Japanese players were complaining a lot, we are getting it back, and we'll read this on a moment of one. So please notice that the suggestion is only for the case they are not bringing it back. But TLDR, before they posted this yesterday, both the JP side and the English side has been complaining about not getting the rocks back because they promise to give back 5 rocks only, which 100% giving you 5 rocks, you know, after people have spent hundreds and a lot of money, it's a slap in the face. It is a big slap in the face. Now, after enough complaints, they actually were like, all right, let's do some damage control. And so we got this one here. Additional notice regarding the solo raid follow-up plan. Oh, I close it, nice. Commanders, we have received extensive feedback from many commanders regarding the suspension of the recent solo raid due to an issue with the distribute damage system. We sincerely, I don't care about your apologies, honestly. Empty apologies. After receiving the distribute damage issue and our planned response for solo raid, we have reassessed the situation and would like to share the updated plan. The issue causing distribute damage to function differently than intended is scheduled to be fixed in the next update. As this fix will affect the damage output of Scarlet, Black Shadow, and Elec, balance adjustments will be made to slightly increase their performance accordingly. In addition, after comprehensively reviewing the impact this issue had on solo raid results, as well as the feedback provided by the commanders, we have reorganized our follow-up plan for this solo raid. And then they go, into a little bit of why this is important, which they clearly don't care unless people complain, but whatever. Therefore, in order to ensure the fairness of solo raid, the fairness? There is hackers on every single solo raid. What fairness? Oh my god. Therefore, in order to ensure the fairness of solo raid and provide all commanders with an equal opportunity to compete, we are preparing to reopen the event when solo raid reopens. Existing stage progress will be preserved. However, challenge stage records will be reset and solo raid rewards will be distributed based on records achieved after the reopening. So you get the free rewards plus whatever you get after it does reopen on July 3rd to July 8th. I don't know if this will match with the summer banners or not. We'll see, because we have the stream next week. The compensation and observable notice will be distributed today as originally planned. However, as the solo raid profile frame servers are a ranking reward that represents the achievement of participating commanders, it will be excluded. Alright, so you're not getting the frame, you're getting the rest of the rewards, and then they are getting some extra resources to make up for that. And the frames will be instead just distribute normally based on ranking whenever this reopens on July 3rd. Okay, anything else? We would also like to once again sincerely apologize. I don't care, literally this is the same thing every single time. To provide a more stable service, we plan to share additional information later this week regarding further improvement measures. Okay, so I don't care about the ending of the post. They've said the same thing with Senti. They say the same thing every time co-op closes. Reminder that liberation system is completely abandoned. Not only the liberation system is completely abandoned, but half the game modes are still quote-unquote a beta, right? Or directly forgotten, like its surface. It came out and then never again did they mention it. And it's what it is. Shift Up has always done the same. They are nothing but consistent on that regard, on, consistently closing up endgame and having issues and bugs. Like the post on Discord said, this is a problem that will keep happening because people conform with mediocrity. I do agree with him. I do think that people who cheer and are happy because they don't have to play the game are the core issue of this of what we currently have in NIKKE, which is the worst endgame of any mainstream gacha in the last probably 8 years. And again, probably even more. There is not a single gacha at this level of popularity that gets this many books on endgame content. Not a single one. That's it. That's everything for this video. Just wanted to rant a little bit about Shift Up and their amazing Q&A. Do let me know how you guys are feeling currently about the game and the systems we have for endgame. And as usual, we're live every single day. Good luck with the pool, the internet, and I'll see you on the next one.